wishing a goal when lives are in beer. We're feeding the soul. Shock House Dallas, where legends collide. Spirit flowing, we're on for the ride. With Mars and the crew, nothing's amiss. In this rock and roll dream, we're lost in the bliss.
All right, that's enough of that. Right out of the box nonsense. Welcome in to Shock House Dallas, a weekly presentation by yours truly, Hi Pugs Moran, and of course the boys. We'll get to them in a second. Every week at Wednesday around this time, 6 o'clock. I'm thinking we might need to do it at a different time. I don't know. We'll figure that out as we go. Every week around this time, we're just going to get together and we're going to do a form of guy talk that I don't think happens anymore. We call it Shock House. Let's bring in the boys first. Look at this. We got Keith. Keith is here, everybody. Look at him.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
How was your week, Keith?
It's going all right, man. Not too bad.
Keith, of course, joins us from the Sports Bras podcast. Where can you find the Sports Bras podcast?
Oh, you can find us on Facebook, on TikTok, on Twitter, or X, I should say. Just pretty much everywhere, you know.
Terrible name. Was that was it your idea, Sports Bras? It's just hard to search. It's not a terrible name.
It was a group consensus, you know. Like, I feel like it wasn't like necessarily all my fault. I may have suggested that. I think Cece's the one that should take the blame for that, though.
All right, let's bring him in. Here he is. Cece, the other half of the Sports Bras, joins us here. He's one of the Shock House monkeys. Hi, Cece. How was your week?
It was good. Not bad. And yes, the Sports Bras podcast was all from up here.
Up here. You realize it's just difficult to search because you just get a whole bunch of teen sports bras, which...
Well, that's why you got to put the Sports Bras podcast.
Okay, sure. Yeah, and you go ahead. You try and explain that to the masses. Go ahead. It's never good to have to explain the extra step. And I should know because I have the most unsearchable body of work you've ever seen. All right, fellas. This is the Shock House. It's episode 3. Today, we've got some big news here. We do the show from Dallas. We're all here in Dallas. As I was explaining to Keith earlier, I don't know what's going on with me. What's going on with my outfit here, boys? Can you can we get all 3 of us in here? Yeah, there we go. What's going on with my outfit, CC?
But you like mine?
Okay, it's not about you right now. It's about me.
Okay, all right.
Wait, what does that say, actually?
That's Uncle Baby Billy's Bible Bunkers.
Oh, get out.
Man.
Get in, lad.
Hang on. Let me turn around.
Awesome. Baby Billy.
Oh, man.
Baby Billy Bible Bonkers shirt. That is so cool. Where does one get a Baby Billy Bible Bonkers shirt?
The TikTok.
The TikTok. Yeah, okay. Well, as I was explaining to Keith, for some reason it's a little warm here at the Kelly Moore Studios in the beautiful E Gallery where I do my end of this Shock House Dallas extravaganza. It's a little warm in here right now, so I had to take off my sweatshirt. I'm too fat to read. Okay, here we go. All right, so I had as you can see, we've been experiencing some cooler than usual weather here in Dallas. The rain has certainly helped out. So I was wearing a big hooded sweatshirt, and it was just too hot to do the show in here. So I took off my sweatshirt. And now, as I pointed out to Keith, I feel like I look like, a suburban kid who got one too many DUIs and was forced to join an Aryan Nation crew in prison. I mean, look, what is this? Who just wears a white T-shirt other than like Mexican gangbangers and like white supremacists in prison?
You're a bandana away from joining a gang.
I know, right? All right. So here, let me soft boy myself up. Let me get back into my suburban way of looking. All right. Hey, we got some big things to talk about today. I got a number of things. We've been gabbing all week long. We've been keeping a nice little running list. Of course, we're going to get into the Pickens deal. The Pickens deal today, Cowboys making a trade with the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's going to be our main thing. My concerns here, just off the top on this story, is that how many assholes can that locker room take? Okay.
The egos in that locker room. My God.
Yeah, dude. It's trouble. Trouble's a brewing. I can feel it already, man.
I got a list. Also, we got a new segment that we're going to be doing here. It's called CC's Weekly Misogyny Moment. CC is the big misogynist here. And I don't know, Keith, were you getting just slammed with text messages in our group text from him all week?
Yeah.
About like sideline reporters he's hot for?
Yeah. I get the daily conversation about hot weather women also. That's another one we talk about a lot.
Yeah.
Very misogynistic, might I add.
So maybe in a future week, it will be CC's Misogyny Moment, Weather Girls, right?
Weather edition. Yeah.
Right. Well, today it's his top 5 sideline reporters. And CC, I know you gave me 10, but come on, dude.
I'll break it down to 5. I know.
All right. So we're going with your top 5.
All right.
Okay. And
Fair enough.
Can't change the list because I created this based on the 5 that you sent. So you're locked in.
All right. I'm locked in.
None of these changes. All right. Also, last week, I think we did a first segment that we're just going to call Shock House Presents Fight Club. And remember we had a golf fight last week?
Yeah. Canadian golfers.
You guys, I got a new fight video that we can watch for this week and we can break it down.
Oh.
It is one dude shows up at like one of these like these gear queer events. They're like, coffee and cars. And it's just like everybody brings out their cars and all these dudes.
Yes.
Fast and the Furious extras are all walking around. Right. Okay. So that's the setting. So it's all them kinds of dudes who you would think would be somewhere closer to the alpha on the male, gear queer type stuff.
Yeah.
One dude shows up in front of like 300 of these guys. He just starts talking shit, challenging them all to fight, walking up to people and like, you flinched, bitch, you flinch. And nobody did anything. We're going to watch that.
Oh, can't wait. Can't wait.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know whether I should be pleased that enough of these guys have the emotional stability to not want to spend 12 hours in jail after kicking the shit out of this guy. But we'll break that video down as well. Plus, whatever it is that you guys have, but we've got a full show here on Shock House.
Let's do it.
All right. First of all, should we talk about the Pickens thing?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and talk about Pickens. Man.
Got some thoughts?
I don't think him and CD are going to clash very well. Even though CD said on on X that he was ready for this, but man, going back and looking at his stats, I mean, they're there. Like 2023 was his best year, obviously.
He's got 2 years with 800 plus yards receiving.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. 2023
he's not a
was his
1,000-yard
best.
guy. He's not a 1,000-yard receiver.
Well, 23, he did 1,140 yards off of 63 receptions. So,
I didn't think he broke 1,000. Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And then, of course, last year he had Justin Fields and Russell Wilson thrown to him, and he still managed 900
in 14 games, might I add.
in 14 games. Now, the touchdown stats are not that great. His highest touchdowns of the season was back in 2023 with only 5.
What quarterback's been throwing him the ball?
Yeah, you're right about that. Who? Mason Rudolph?
What year?
2023.
Yeah, I don't know. Who was it? Mason Rudolph, right?
Mason Rudolph, yeah.
He's that guy.
Oh,
I don't know.
look, man, the touchdowns may not be there, but the thing is about him is he's a deep ball threat, man. And like CD Lamb is a killer across the middle. By him being a deep ball threat, that's going to open up so much for CD Lamb, dude. Because if you try to double CD Lamb, you want to leave George Pickens wide open on the outside, running fades. I think it's a great move by the Cowboys.
Well, that's actually a real look, if we're going to look at this optimistically, as Cowboy fans tend to do, because Cowboy fans look at the talent, seems like Jerry does the same. Now, I don't drink Cowboy flavored Kool-Aid, but I do root for the team. So, maybe I can be a little bit more in the middle here. Here's what they gave up. They gave up a 3rd next year and a 5th in 2027 for a guy that was taken in the 2nd round. He was the 5th receiver taken, I think, in the 2nd round. I mean, there's like 12 receivers taken before him. That seems pretty steep for a guy that brings the additional baggage. And I know we haven't brought that in yet because we're talking about, the Cowboys and optimism and rose-colored glasses and all that stuff. But,
Right. And he's also on a 1-year contract, too.
and he's going to be expensive if he has a good year.
Exactly.
If the gamble is that we're going to see if he can walk the straight and narrow and be a professional NFL wide receiver, which quite frankly, I don't even know what that means, because wide receivers are the worst sons of bitches in the entire athletic world.
I agree.
Seriously, I have a list, man. They're not the worst. They're actually not the worst, surprisingly. The worst are starting pitchers in Major League Baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the most insufferable, arrogant pricks you will ever meet. And part of it is, you have to have a bit of that Roger Clemens, Pedro, Nolan Ryan kind of year and a half.
Right.
Yeah.
Wide receivers, though, are second. Wide receivers are second on that list. They are the most intolerable, look at me, glory hounds out there. So even in the world of wide receivers, he's been a bit of a problem. Now, not in the AB way, not in the DUIs beating up girls way, but we're talking about on-field antics, the shit that he does when the refs are calling the shots. And he has a tendency to let his emotions go a little bit nuts.
Yep.
Also, it should be noted from everything that I've read today, and by the way, I've never done more of a deep dive on George Pickens. Who cares? Right? I mean, we're all like George Pickens experts. So of all of the criticisms of him about, he's a bad guy and all that, and we'll get into some of them, but of all the criticisms, none of them said that he was a bad locker room guy. Like he was a disruptive guy, caused problems, was a locker room lawyer, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All of the complaints are that he costs his team penalties and big plays because he can't keep his shit handled.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, on the field. Perfect example is when the Cowboys played the Steelers a couple of years ago, I believe. And Jordan Lewis had that game-winning interception. And what did George Pickens do? I just yanked him in the face mask and got a penalty.
Oh, yeah.
There's no need for that. Need for that.
Here, look, I've got a thing here. Let's just watch a little bit of these, okay? If we're going to go negative, because we're going to go positive, too.
Yeah.
This is something that's on YouTube that I found today. It's called George Pickens' Greatest Crash Outs, okay? So this is basically a lot of the nonsense. Now, we'll fast forward through some of this. We're going to go back to his career in college. Here, let's see. Let's. All right, that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Any problems there?
No.
All right. There he goes. All right. That's, well, geez.
No,
Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Throw the flag. There's a penalty. All that stuff. Couldn't just hand the ball to the ref and go back to the sideline and high five buddies. No. Let's move forward now. Let's see. What else do we have? These George Pickens crash out moments. He was ejected from this game. What else do we have? Now slow motion. All right, here we go. Some pro stuff. Let's move to the Steelers.
After he matured a little bit, let's see.
Okay, touchdown. Very nice. Look at him. All right, there's nothing wrong with that. Well, that's fine. That's receiver behavior. All right, don't know why this made the list, but
totally acceptable.
I don't see anything wrong. I see nothing wrong.
Oh, man.
No, nothing yet.
Nothing there. Okay, nothing there. What's this?
Oh, yes. This is the one I was talking about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. That's fun. This is fun football. All right. What's there?
Yep. Well, looks like Cowboys recovered and looks like game over. Yep. And
no.
Oh, that's borderline. I mean, that's
borderline.
Okay.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. I thought the same thing. It's borderline because it's the end of the game. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true. I see
it's over with, but it is another indication that he can't control himself.
Yeah.
And if that's manifesting itself that way, these football teams, they have these highly paid, very, very professional security groups that run all of, the background and the players and all that. If a dude acts like that, what's he going to act like? And here's another thing. Pittsburgh is not Dallas. What's he going to act like when bottle service, when some guy bumps into him, in the club? Is he going to maintain his cool, or is he one of these assholes? Now, we don't have a bunch of examples of that public displays of assholery out of him, which is good. But, you see it on the field and you got to wonder, the microcosm of the Cowboys locker room with all of those divergent personalities, some of them awful. You know, what is that going to do to this guy?
I mean, it tells you with a good coach like Mike Tomlin, who seems like he couldn't control him either, and willing to give him up, you know, for a what, 4th round pick,
A 3rd round pick.
a 3rd round pick. Well, I mean, that tells you something. I mean, Mike Tomlin's usually, you know, he's that coach that's like, no matter what, he's going to stick with his guys. He's going to stick with his guys, and he's going to roll with them. The fact that he just got him out of here.
What Mike Tomlin, what the story on him has always been is that he can take players who are trouble and they fall in line.
Yeah.
Under his leadership. We've seen it's not the first time that a wide receiver has been jettisoned from we had AB, right?
Yeah,
of course.
Yep.
AB, rumor was that he was kind of a trouble in that locker room for weeks leading up to him being finally jettisoned by the Steelers. He would go on to have his greatest meltdowns outside the Steelers, but you got to give Tomlin credit for maybe spotting that and going, I don't care how good this guy is.
AB karate or drop kicked a kicker, you know, in a game, and Tomlin stuck with him.
Have you followed that dude on any of his social media? Seriously, he's a lunatic. There's something wrong with him. And then, of course, there's the famous video of AB standing in his front yard in Florida as the police came to take his kids away from him because the mom was claiming he kidnapped him. And AB is standing there on the porch and he's screaming these obscenities at the kid. He's just a piece of shit, man. I mean, there are these people that are pieces of shit. We do not have any indication that George Pickens is of that mold other than what we see him melting down on the field. Chase Claypool is another example. This guy was having some really good seasons with them, and my Bears, unfortunately, they fell victim to Mike Tomlin going, we got a deal for you. We didn't ask questions why Tomlin was getting rid of him. He seemed like a good player. Tomlin was right. Claypool sucked. So now we have a 3rd wide receiver still on his rookie deal. And Tomlin has looked at him for a couple of years and went, I don't think so. Now, Cowboys did this, I believe, with Shanahan when Shanahan got rid of the quarterback, right? Trey Lance.
Yep.
We Cowboy fans were like, we got to steal. And, you know, some of us were like, but why didn't Shanahan want him?
Exactly.
I kind of trust what Shanahan sees.
Why did he go to his 3rd backup and Brock Purdy instead of Trey Lance?
So, Keith, let me ask you, how do you think George Pickens is going to adapt to decidedly being the number 2? This is a guy who thinks of himself as a number 1, who, if you remember on draft night, after sliding to the 2nd round, he showed up in what looked like gang member clothes and a face baklava, you know, terrorist. So he has a chip on his shoulder just from falling in the draft. He was number 1 in Pittsburgh. That was unquestioned. But then again, there was nobody in Pittsburgh. Let's be honest. Who do they got in Pittsburgh? Yeah. He's going to come here. CD's number 1. CD's a better wide receiver than George Pickens.
Yeah.
Right? So how do you think a competitive guy like that, and CD's not the nicest guy in the world when it comes to being competitive. CD's not going to, like this young chippy kid. Well, actually, are the same draft class or is CD younger?
I think CD's a year younger.
Year
No. Year
older?
Yeah, year older.
Yeah, all right, we'll have to check that out. So, CC, how do you think that's going to play out, the mix between CD Lamb, your number 1, and a guy who walks around thinking he's a number 1?
I mean, 2 egotistical guys that want the ball sometimes works, sometimes don't. It just depends on if they got the common enemy, which would be the quarterback. If somehow, some way, Dak Prescott can't get the ball to him at the, what's that going to bring?
Joe Milton. That's who that's going to bring.
Exactly.
Joe Milton, a guy who, another one, this is why I said, how many assholes are we going to collect? Joe Milton was essentially kicked out of New England because Joe Milton in the locker room couldn't get it in his head that Drake May was the starter. He thinks that he should be the starter. So what's he going to be like now, playing second fiddle to Dak, a guy who we know thought he should have been starting over Drake May?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
it could be a big mess in the locker room. Like, I know we didn't see much, like you said, out of Pittsburgh with, with Pickens, but I do think the two dynamic personalities, like CC said, could push each other. But I got more of a feeling that it's going to be some like headbutting, probably having some issues on the practice team, like out in the practice squad or whatever. I can see them having issues there. But the Cowboys are known for this. Like, we do like to take players like either on their last leg, try to get the last little bit of juice out of them. And it works sometimes, but most of the time it doesn't, man. Like T.O. is the only one I can think of that like we were able to really get something out of him when other teams were ready to kick him to the side.
Look, it has been generations of if you've been suspended, got some kind of criminal record, just get your agent the Cowboys phone number because they are interested, especially if you have a name. If you were like a name that didn't pan out, but if you were a name, Jerry loves names. Jerry loves people that, and Cowboy fans, they as well. I mean, do you remember like a couple of years ago, people were like, we should have Johnny Manziel. Like, what? What the fuck? The guy's been out of football for 3 years. He wasn't good when he was in it. You moron Texas Tech freak thinks he can be the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. So Cowboy fans aren't really all of that reasonable, I feel. But, no fan base that drinks.
We love that pizzazz,
Yes. Something shiny, something that gets talked about on Sports Center. It doesn't matter if they're not any good. Going back to the Steelers, though, again, about Mike Tomlin and this idea that now how Schottzy going to handle this. Tomlin did a really good job, we now know, of keeping all of the nonsense in-house because we do know now that there was some AB nonsense that was in the locker room and around the team that didn't get out to the press and all that because Tomlin was able to handle it. Yeah. Nobody, certainly my Chicago Bears, had any indication that Chase Claypool was a bag of dick who completely gave up on trying to play football. Tomlin did, and Tomlin got rid of him. So the same thing has to be said. What does Tomlin know about Pickens that he was so willing on a team with nothing really?
Nothing.
Yeah, who's their to give away who looks like their most gifted star athlete. And, that worries me. That worries me with a rookie head coach and Jerry who gets suckered by everybody. I think these young GMs in the league just lick their chops when Jerry calls.
Oh, yeah.
They're not intimidated by him at all.
No.
Well, Pittsburgh could afford to kind of let him go with signing DK in the offseason, I think that had an easier time letting Pickens walk.
True that.
But here's the thing. They signed DK but what is DK? I don't know. Is he still a superstar? I don't know. Maybe. They're paying him a lot of money. And next year they would have had to pay George Pickens a lot of money. Yeah. All right. So what? Now that can be done. Teams can have two number one receivers, it's done, two high paid receivers. But what is it about George Pickens that Tomlin and the Rooney family didn't want to invest that large ticket in him moving forward? That's what this is about. They got rid of him. They juiced him for 3 years on his rookie deal. And now they're going to let Jerry pay him a shitload of money and see how that. So, we're hoping for the best, but I have a lot of respect for the Rooney family, the Pittsburgh Steelers organization, and Mike Tomlin. And I do not have that same level of respect for the Cowboys group right now.
No, I mean, yeah, you think about it. You look at their past. It's like I said, they love the pizzazz. They love the talk. I mean, when it happened, guess what? What the number one talking point was in sports? George Pickens to the Cowboys. That's what they want.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the biggest sports story of the day.
Yeah.
India and Pakistan are about to go to nuclear war.
About George Pickens.
And all we're talking about is George Pickens and Jerry.
We still ain't got a pope.
Right? Yeah. All right. Here, let's go through this though. Here is what the Cowboys have added here in the offseason. Okay. These are let's see. Yeah. Signings, no, re-signings, trade acquisitions. All right. Trade acquisitions. We brought in Joe Milton, a guy that the Patriots think is a head case. All right. That's right. See the backup?
Yeah. He's the backup.
Yeah. Cooper Rush. Where did Cooper Rush end up going?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he went.
Baltimore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Baltimore.
no.
That's right.
All right, Joe Milton. Got him from the Patriots. Pickens, of course, from the Steelers. He's another one that's Kenneth Murray, linebacker from the Titans. Yeah, I don't know anything about him. I don't know if you guys do. I'm not a big.
He played for the Titans.
Yeah. Cornerback from the Buffalo Bills, Khair Elam. Looks like they got him in a trade acquisition. They gave up. Let's see what they give up. They gave up 20. They got no fifth in next year. They got no third next year. Wait.
They gave up their 6th also.
Wait a second. The Pickens deal?
Yeah.
Is that a third in 2027?
No, it's 26.
That's what I thought. It's next year. It's a third next year. Okay, so this is written wrong. So they gave up a third next year.
Mm-hmm.
They gave up a fifth in 27. They also don't they've given away 2. Did they have 2 fifth round?
They gave up a 5th and a 6th for 2027.
All right, let's look at next year. Next year they have no fifth and they have no third. Okay, that's next year. The Cowboys, a team that needs to cut some salaries and rebuild with young talent, have no draft picks.
None.
They also gave up a 6th round next year. So they have no fifth, no third, and no 6th round draft pick next year. What are you doing?
What are we doing?
It's George Pickens, bro. What do you mean?
I mean, look, it'd be funny.
All in.
Yeah. All right, here are some pickups. All right, some signings, some offseason signings. These are not trades. You don't have to give anything up for these things, but these are additions to the team. We got Miles Sanders.
Hey, that's good, man. Well,
Is it?
I mean,
We'll
shit,
see. We'll see.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Wasn't he with Philadelphia? I don't know.
He was with Carolina recently.
Didn't they get, most recently with Carolina?
Yeah.
He was with Philadelphia for a bunch of years, and then they got rid of him and won a Super Bowl. Although, did he win a Super Bowl with them? Or was he the year after they won it?
I think it was a year after. I don't think he was with them when they won.
The Foles year? I think that was a year after. All right, whatever. I don't know. Whatever Miles Sanders is, he's something. Javonte Williams, running back from the Broncos.
I like Javonte Williams.
Yeah, I guess. He's a $3 million a year running back. Running backs are the Bic lighters of the NFL.
Yeah.
Right. Throw him out, you get another one. Wide receiver Paris Campbell. They got him from the Eagles. I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is?
I like Paris Campbell too, man.
Really?
I like all these guys.
What position does he play?
He's a wide receiver making $1.3 million. Apparently, they don't like him that much. He likes him more than the Cowboys.
He played with the Colts for a couple of years. He was good, man.
Did he?
Keith needs to be the GM.
All right, here we go. We got some guard work here. We got Sadiq Charles from the Titans. They brought him in. We got Robert Jones from the Dolphins. They brought him in. Let's see here. We got a tackle, Hakeem Ajani. Are any of these guys any good? They're all bargain basement price tags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know half these people.
Defensive tackle Solomon Thomas, a 30-year-old. He's getting $6 million. Okay. That's the highest price. And he's You brought in Jack Sanborn from my Bears, undrafted kid out of Wisconsin, I think. You're paying him 1.5 for $1 million. He's going to be a fan favorite. He is one of those lunch bucket blue collar. Reminds me of a Sean Lee type. Remember him?
Yes.
Yeah. So, all right. I mean, how about who we lost? Should we talk about who we lost? All right. Here, who is no longer on the Cowboys.
There we go.
You boys tell me if this is a positive or a negative. Trey Lance.
Okay.
Nope.
That's good.
You got no comment, neither a positive nor a negative.
Nope.
Cooper Rush.
Hey, say what you say about Cooper Rush. When he was in there, he was winning games.
Yeah. Solid backup quarterback, man.
Yeah.
Stepped in big situations, won big games. Like I'm not real thrilled about that, but
And he's a ginger like me, so I got to root for my gingers.
I've never understood this about the Cowboys and the Patriots and even the Packers for this. I'm a fan of a team that hasn't had a quarterback since Sid Luckman retired in 1947. And I wish I was kidding, but I'm not.
Rex Grossman.
Yeah, Jay Cutler.
LaCuller was fine. Jim McMahon was fine. All right. But we haven't had a star quarterback since the end of World War II. I wish that was a joke.
Yeah, no.
So my point is this: I've always been jealous of the Cowboys, and Cooper Rush is another example of that. The Cowboys seem to find quarterbacks growing on trees. They always seem to have a backup who's wowing the league for a couple of weeks. Patriots are like that too.
Yep.
How many New England backups got huge paydays after being traded?
That Tom Brady effect, man. And it's like when we were kids growing up, everybody that you knew as a kid was like, I want to be the starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. It was like, their thing.
Who else we got? Brandon Cooks is gone.
I
don't like that. I thought.
I thought.
Zach Martin retired. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
That hurts. But we drafted his replacement, so.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be Zach Martin.
No.
I mean that's a big ask.
No,
that's big shoes to fill. We'll see in a couple of years or so.
Hey, well, Zach Martins don't grow on trees. DeMarcus Lawrence is gone. He's with the Seahawks now, but he's an old man. He's,
Yeah.
Who else do we? Linval, Joseph, Carlos Watkins, Eric Kendricks, Jordan Lewis, and Carl Lawson. There you go. All right. Those are the guys that are no longer Cowboys.
Would you rather have had Brandon Cooks or George Pickens? I'm just curious as to where we stand on that because I think Pickens
one
is
and
the
the same
player,
to me, right?
Huh? One and the same?
Yeah.
No, man. Come on, dude.
I
Really?
think so. Yeah.
I disagree, man. I think George Pickens is much better receiver.
I think it's an upgrade. I think I'm with Keith. I think it's a slight upgrade if we're being optimistic. If we're being real, it comes with problems. It might be an athletic upgrade at this point. It's a younger receiver. He's cheaper. We got him on the last year of his rookie deal. But man, you said something earlier, Keith, that I thought was just fascinating. So imagine this lineup now with the Cowboys, because you have to respect Pickens' athletic ability.
Mm-hmm.
He's been criticized by press, and that should be noted because he's been criticized by local Pittsburgh press and not by Pittsburgh players.
Right.
Although Mike Tomlin has gone so far as to say he needs to grow up. Mike Tomlin has said a few things like that, but he's been criticized by Pittsburgh press for taking plays off, being lazy, and not running convincing routes when he knows the ball isn't coming to him. Those are all immaturity things that you like to think professionalism can change. But imagine this from what you said earlier. So we got CD out wide. We got Pickens out wide on the other side. The defense is going to have to make a choice here. They'll go with two high safeties. Excuse me. It'll be one safety essentially lined up with CD with the other safety sort of shading somewhere to the middle.
Yeah.
That leaves George Pickens alone with a cornerback. And he is one of the best receivers in the league when he's not doubled. Yeah. He's got glue hands. So that's kind of exciting. If we're being optimistic, that's exciting.
Who's going to be the slot receiver, though?
I don't know if they still have Jalen Tolbert. No, I think CD's going to be kind of your slot guy, man. He's going to
you got Pickens and CD on each end. Who's going to be your middle guy? Who's going to be the one that's going to cut in the middle?
Jalen Tolbert.
All right, there you go. Settle. Tolbert.
Is he even still with us? I didn't hear his name earlier.
Cole Beasley. Can we get Cole Beasley back?
Paris Campbell.
All right, who are we asking about? Who do you want? Let's see. Do we got any new? All right, we got George Pickens.
We need wide receiver 3.
Cavante Turpin.
There you go.
Okay.
Cavante Turpin for the win. We forgot about him.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Well, they didn't use him enough last year.
That's true.
And look, he's like Brandon Cooks, but faster. That's what he is.
Yeah, he is.
So now let's move on to the next Cowboy piece. Cause here, let me see if I can pull this up. Did you guys take a look at the Cowboys opponents? Did you look at the schedule?
Oh God.
Yeah, briefly.
The schedule looks, I looked at it and I'm going to say they'll be lucky to get 7 wins.
Oh man.
I'm telling you, it's a rough schedule, man. It is a rough schedule.
But you're basing it just off of last season, right?
No, I'm basing it off the team that we just described.
Yeah, no, I'm basing it off of not only last season, not only whatever concerns we have about this team, but about the fact that you're just playing a difficult schedule.
Yes.
Let's go through this. So we got the division opponents, Giants, Eagles, Commanders. All right, play them each twice. So
3-3.
3-3. Should we just say that's a split there? Okay,
Yeah.
let's be optimistic and let's hope for a split in the division. Even though one of the teams is the defending Super Bowl champion, is like way better than the Cowboys.
We'll lose both those games.
Washington's pretty good too.
Washington's pretty good.
Okay, 2-4.
We gotta be 3-3. I always
they could sneak a Washington win. They can sneak a Washington win.
Then you got your in-conference opponents. You got to play the entire NFC North, which I know very, very intimately, and I do believe it's the best division in all of football.
It is
right now, yeah.
So you got Packers. I don't know home and away here. I know the Bears. I know you're playing the Bears in Chicago. It's Packers, Vikings, Bears, and Lions. Cowboys, Packers. Is that a win or a loss?
It's a loss.
All right, so now we're 3-4. Bears, Packers in Chicago.
Win.
It's a win. All right. There you go. 4-4. Vikings.
No. Not win. I was saying win, like as in the date. Do we have a date?
We don't have the date yet. Okay. No, we just have the schedules.
If it's November, December, Bears.
I don't know. Yeah, I say a win. I don't know. I think they can win that game.
I think the Bears are going to kick their ass, but I'm absolutely biased. Detroit.
Loss.
Vikings.
Loss.
What the fuck are you in love with JJ McCarthy? Why is everybody so sold on the
I'm holding up on that one. I'm gonna say win in Minnesota.
I wait. Let me just say this about the Vikings, because I will shit on that Vikings offense, because outside of Jefferson, I'm not sold on anything. Jordan Addison, really? Okay. That's the best defense in football. That Minnesota Vikings defense is the best defense in football. At least preseason on paper, sure as hell looks like it. So that team's going to be difficult. All right, let's see. What else do we have? Conference opponents, we're playing Arizona and Carolina.
We can win both of those.
That's a couple of wins, right?
Yeah. A couple wins.
Yeah, figure. Interconference opponents, playing the AFC West, which sucks.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Because the Broncos are going to be very good, I think.
I think so, too.
I fear the Broncos are going to be
the way that they ended their season last year was really – they really have it together now.
I think the Chargers in year 2 of Harbaugh might be interesting, so you got to look out for them. And then you got the Chiefs. You know, I think you get the win against the Raiders here. You know, I think you can count on that.
Yeah. No, I can't argue that.
All right, and then you're going to throw in the New York Jets. You're going to throw in the New York Jets.
Win.
Who knows what they are, right?
Yeah.
I have no idea. But don't you understand? Like, they're saying this about the Cowboys, too. Look at the Cowboys going, oh, God. But, guys, I got 10 wins. I got Cowboys with 10 wins.
Okay. I mean, that's
Is that enough for a playoff run, though?
No.
10 wins will get you
wild card,
possible wild card, possible. I don't think you're going to win the division with 10 wins, because I think Philadelphia and Washington are going to be, up there. But I think you can definitely get a wild card with 10 wins in a really, really competitive East. Yeah, why not? 10 wins. Let's do it, people.
Do it.
All right.
Super Bowl, here we come.
I'm telling you, Super Bowl, bound, baby.
All right, let's transition here. That's enough on the Cowboys and the pick and stuff. Let's hope it works out. But again, I asked the questions. How many?
Training camp should be really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oxnard is still in Oxnard.
Yep.
All right, that's nice. All right, let's move on to the second segment that I wanted to do here, because we have this nice little group chat here on the show where we talk about things that we might want to discuss here on Wednesday. And CC, he's turns out he's a bit of a perv. Didn't realize this about him, but he just incessantly texts about hot chicks that he sees, which is, fine by me, but socially
show content.
Yeah, show content. So let's do it. A new segment we're calling CC's Misogyny Moment. Brought to you by my friend rsplastic.com, Dr. Robert Schwartz, maker of the best boobs in Texas. There you go. CC's Misogyny Moment. Okay, what do you have for us today, CC? Take it away.
I have the top 5, in my opinion, the top 5 sideline reporters in sports.
Right. So sideline reporters.
Yeah.
These are
sideline, desk, whatever. Sports women.
Yeah. Why is it all women?
Because I'm a guy?
No. I mean in general.
Oh.
I mean, I know that there's like that big buck tooth guy. You know that guy? You ever seen that guy in the sidelines? Huge buck teeth. I'm like, dude, get your teeth.
Oh, that dude.
That guy.
God, what's his name? Yeah.
That guy. But for the most part, it's all women. Why
all
is that,
Sex
NFL?
appeal. Sex appeal, man.
Yeah, sex appeal, man. Gotta get ratings.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know that's why. I just wanted to make sure we were all admitting it.
Oh,
The
yeah.
NFL is just being overtly sexist by putting women on the sideline. Why isn't there a woman with Joe Buck? Why, or why isn't there a woman with Troy? Or why isn't no? Because they got to look pretty.
Yeah.
They got to be on the sideline.
They gotta be on the sideline. Yeah.
I'm trying to think in the early days of me watching football, because I'm a little bit older than you guys. You know, the sideline reporter thing is a relatively new concept, and I think it dates back to about the mid to late 80s. And I want to say the first one I remember was Leslie Visser.
I was about to say Leslie Visser. Yeah.
Yeah. Was there anybody else besides Leslie Visser?
Colbert. Right?
Who?
Susie Colbert. Wasn't that like in the 90s? Or was that 2000?
Leslie was about 10 years before Susie Colbert. But yeah. Susie was there. Susie's, Joe Namath is, I want to kiss you.
Yeah.
Ow!
Greatest video of all time. That is by far me and Keith, the Sports Bros, greatest video of all time that we've ever played on that.
Struggling.
Struggling.
Yeah.
All right. So now they're everywhere. The sports world is lousy with the sexy sports sideline reporter, and Cece's an old school misogynist. So go ahead, take it away. Your top 5.
We're going 5 to 1.
Yeah, we'll go 5 to 1. Yeah.
All right, number 5. I'll start off with number 5. Local one here. And she's on the NFL. Yeah, she's on the NFL network now.
All right.
The great Jane Slater.
Jane Slater. All right, hold on. Let's get a look at Jane Slater because we've got her. Let's see. This is number 5 on CC's top. What are we calling them? Top sideline list.
Yeah, top sideline.
She is. Let's get a look at her. All right. Lovely.
Network, Jane Slater.
Lovely Jane Slater. I've got a bit of a problem with her because I was supposed to get some job here in town like 10 years ago or something, and they were hiring her instead. And I was like, who? It was like when she first came to town.
Yeah.
I was a little upset about that, but she's fine. She's fine. Hold on. Let's see if we can excuse me. All right, there she is.
Yep.
She's based here, but she's national, right?
Yeah, she's on the NFL network now.
Is she the Dallas Cowboys? Like every team seems to have a girl who's like signed to that team. Is she the Dallas Cowboys girl? Yeah.
Yep.
Like my Bears have Courtney Cronin, who I really like, Courtney Cronin, but she's not a sideline reporter. She's an in-studio analyst. All right, there you go. That's number 5 on CC's hottest sideline reporters. And let's not kid ourselves. This is about hotness. This isn't about ability, or is it?
I mean, it could
Combo.
be. Yeah. Combo.
It's not a combo. These are just chicks you are hot for. That's all this is.
Yeah.
Take what it is. Number 4, CBS. Amanda Guerrera.
All right, Amanda. Oh, she sounds spicy. Is she a Latina?
Yes. She used to be local here too.
Really?
Yeah. She used to be on CBS 11. Yeah.
All right, hold on. Now I got to find her. Amanda Guerra. Let me see. This is going to be my first time looking at her. That's okay. So she's Latino. I'm looking at her right here. She looks like maybe she's Asian. She's there she is. Look at her. Is that her?
That's her. Yeah.
She looks like a mathlete, not a sideline reporter.
Get some more. Get some more pics. There we go. Okay.
Oh,
there we go.
All right.
There we
That'll
go.
work.
There we go.
That'll work.
That's a good one.
That'll work. That'll work.
Thank you.
Bad.
That's not good. What's that? Isn't it cool when a middle-aged fat guy judges female fashion?
Yeah.
Like I know what the fuck I'm looking at.
Yeah.
All right.
We're all good.
Amanda Guerra.
My number 3 college football sideline reporter, the great Jenny Taft.
Another one that I didn't know. Jenny Taft. I was not. Keith, do you know who Jenny Taft is? I'd never heard this name
Keith
before.
knows who Jenny Taft is.
I know I'm not good with names, but I'm pretty sure I know who you're talking about.
There she is. And what does she primarily do?
College football on Fox.
Hold on, let's see here. Let's see. She's a little older. She's a
Yeah.
little older. She's like probably in her late 30s, right?
Mhm.
Fighting that tooth and nail. She's got, you can
Yeah.
see the lines here. Okay. All right. Just pointing out. She's good. She's good. She's MILF quality. She's
Really?
like, it's like Pornhub naughty stepmom caliber.
Yep.
Stuck in the washing machine.
Stuck in the washing.
That's it. Hey, what are you doing back there? Hey, Ryan, I'm your stepmother.
Your cat's gonna walk in.
Oh my god! I think she's hot, man.
She's got a little acne. All right, she's got a little acne, so
Oh.
I'm not loving it. The eyes look a little bit like fucking netball eyes, but
They do that look crazy behind them.
crazy eyes. But you know, look, oh, that's cute.
Yes, thank you.
All right, there you go. All right, that's Jenny Taft. She's number 3 on CC's misogynistic list of hot smoke show sideline reporters.
Keeping with the milk trend, my number 2, Erin Andrews.
Wow, look at you going classic.
That's nice.
This is it's CC. You know why he did this? You know why he threw her in?
I'm 43 years old.
No.
Well, he's trying to say sorry for that time he drilled the hole in the peephole.
No, that wasn't me.
Just call her and tell her you're sorry, bro. Enough time's passed.
Hold on, let's check out her. She's like the original new era sideline reporter.
And honestly, I think she's hotter now than when she was with the peephole incident.
She's really cute, but she's sports cute, guys. I mean, she's hot for like what she does but dude, she needs a nose job. And if she went to Hollywood and tried to be an actress, they'd be like, you can be the ugly friend.
Oh, man.
Oh, see, that's nothing. That's like,
that's airbrush.
I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. It's not that great anyway. That's just like a regular hot chick bikini body. That ain't, but she's one of the originals. She's an OG. So we give her credit. She's pretty.
She looks good right there. The hair pulled back. I like that. Looks good.
That's a good outfit. That yellow looks really hot on her. That's a good one. But, she needs a nose job. All right. There we go. That's right. This unfuckable fat middle-aged man says that she needs a nose job.
My number 1.
All right. Now, hold on. Let's do a little build up here. Now, this is who was, go through your list again. Tell people 5.
Jane
4.
Slater.
Jane Slater.
Amanda Guerrera. Jenny Taft.
Okay.
Erin Andrews.
Erin Andrews, the classic. All right, CC, here you go. Give us your number 1.
I think Keith is going to be a little bit surprised that the one I'm not going to pick is Carissa Thompson, which is not her. My number 1
Hold on. Carissa Thompson, who is like my number 1. She's such a bitch. I'm so hot for her. She just seems like she would just humiliate me sexually, and I'd be into it. She was 6 on your list, right?
Yes, she was number 6.
6?
Yes.
Yeah, didn't make the top 5. So who's number 1?
Melina Collins. CBS.
I believe it's pronounced Melanie, you hick.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Melina.
Melons Collins.
Melanie. All right. Okay. So, wow. You know what? Whoa. All right. See, I see you.
She ain't no Carissa Thompson, though, man. Looks good, though, but she's, I don't know.
Dude, look, you got to get younger at the position. Maybe it's time for Carissa Thompson, who's nearing 40 or probably over 40, to be thinking about what's next. This is what's next.
Yeah.
Look at her. She is gorgeous.
It is.
My God. Where do you see her?
On CBS.
CBS. All right, there you go. CC, that was fun. That has been CC's Misogyny Moment, brought to you by RS Plastic. Best boobs in Texas.
Yes. Now, if you like, I can tell you my bottom part here real quick. I don't have to pull up pictures.
Okay.
But Nicole Briscoe from ESPN.
No, we got to do pictures.
Jeez.
Look what you did.
I don't know who Nicole Briscoe. Is she black?
No.
God, you're a racist. I don't see one. I don't see one woman of color other than the Matthew.
Amanda.
Well,
Yeah.
Misogynist and a racist.
No.
All right, who are we looking up now? What's her name?
Nicole Briscoe.
Briss.
ESPN.
That sounds like a black girl name. It just does. I don't know. I'm just hoping that you get a black girl in here so that people don't, talk. Pugs, why are you doing a show with that racist? All right, there she is. Is that her?
Yep.
That's her.
That's her.
What?
Yeah. Scroll some more.
I mean, look, I should be so lucky, but no. I mean, if we're fantasizing, wow, look at this. Was she pregnant here? She looks like
Probably.
Yeah, that's okay. So you forgive that. That looks like baby weight. There you go. That looks good.
Yeah.
That looks good.
That's better.
She's all right.
Oh, yeah.
Before and after. Yeah.
I don't know. All right, who else you got, CC?
Local. Well, I wouldn't say local. Houston Rockets sideliner, Vanessa Richardson.
That's not a black girl?
No.
That is like the most black girl name ever. Hold on. All right, Vanessa Richardson. Let's see here.
Houston Rockets right there. Second one there.
This one right here?
Yeah. And you can go to the first one there as well. Yep. Houston Rockets. Even though there we go.
She's all right. She's like your friend's hot sister. Yeah.
She's like a Jersey girl. That ain't her, is it?
No, God. There she is.
It's got a nice top shelf there.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, there you go. All right, who else is on your list?
NHL reporter Jackie Redmond.
Jackie Redmond.
Yeah. Her eyes are nice. I love her eyes.
Jackie Redmond.
I seen her on the Stars game the other day. Man, she's hot.
Is that her?
Well, I don't know. I can't see.
Oh, sorry, it's not sharing. I thought it was sharing. All right, here we go. Yeah, man. Whoa, how did she not make your top 5?
She was up there. She almost made it there. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, she looks skanky here, doesn't she? I love that. Look at her. She's like, dating a guy.
And she's on WWE too.
She looks like she's on TikTok, bro. Like, I don't know. That looks like a girl who does a lot of TikTok.
Yeah.
She's tiny. She's tiny, man. Look at that. Because I know how big that microphone is. Seriously.
Yeah.
Tiny she is. Oh my God, she's tiny.
Yeah.
That's kind of hot.
Oh,
that's Tiffany Amber decent right there.
There you go. Oh man, that is a good one. What's her name?
Jackie Redmond.
All right.
And the last one, I just had to throw her in there. Diana Rossini, ESPN.
Diana Rossini.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think I remember her.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. Maybe I don't. Okay. All right. Let's see here. That's Diana Rossini.
She should have been higher on the list, man.
That is her.
Because I know that name and I've seen her, she's been around a while, but I don't remember her looking like, wow. Yeah, she looks pretty good. All right, Diana Rossini.
Mm-hmm.
Again, big fakers, man. Gotta love
the theme there. There's a theme to my list.
I see that.
Feminism, man. It's all about the big fakers. That's right.
There we go.
Ladies, you can absolutely own men with giant fakers. Is that why you're exploiting? No, she's exploiting us with those giant fakers. Paying rent. All right, what else do we have here? I guess that's it for those.
We gotta break down a video.
Nah, but I was also wondering, did any of us at last week's show? By the way, I tried really hard to get somebody to come on today who knows about prostitutes so that they could answer our prostitute questions.
Oh.
Because we were exposed last week for not knowing anything about how prostitution works.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that a good thing?
No, I think we should know. I think we should have some working knowledge of, what the price is. Yeah, I just think, I don't know. I feel like it's a blind spot for me. I should know. I don't know.
Anyway, in the radio business.
Anyway, I tried really hard and I had one person that I wanted to have come on because they are known to use prostitutes and they wouldn't come on. So I don't have any answers for you.
They didn't want to be exposed.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like, really? You're worried about that? He's like, I just don't want it's a long time ago. I'm like, no, whatever. You get that. So anyway, another part of that conversation was we wondered whether there were any truly hot, like doable. Let's just not say hot. Let's just say doable.
Yeah.
I told a story about walking through a park, and I was with my girlfriend at the time, and we saw a homeless guy bathing in the fountain, and he took his shirt off, and he was like yoked like an absolute beast, and she was like, "Oh my God, he's hot." And so I wondered, has that ever been reversed? Like, are there any homeless women out there? Which I don't think there are, because if a homeless woman was sexy, there would be some dude somewhere letting her stay at his house.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Pretty Woman.
I don't think handsome underachieving men have that same sort of,
No.
But if you're a hot girl and everything in your bottom falls out of your life, before you live on the streets, you're going to be closing down bars and just going home with dudes. I mean, you can do that.
That is true.
Right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. So we challenged each other to go out and try and find pictures of, attractive homeless women. By the way, I told this to my 15-year-old son, and I have never seen, you've never seen a child lose respect for their parents. So he was appalled.
Oh.
He's like, "You're doing what?" I go, "Well, isn't that funny?" He's like, "No, man, that's awful. That's
Shit.
I'm like, "Fuck, 15-year-old little jerk. What are you talking about?" But he is right. He's one of these Gen Zs raised with morals and stuff. Okay, so has anybody found any pictures of any doable homeless girls here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex?
None.
I searched and searched.
I went to the QT off of Division Street in Arlington when the sun went down.
Yeah, with your camera in hand.
A known homeless spot. And I was looking, and there wasn't no hot ones there.
Yeah, none. How about you, Keith? You were given an assignment. Apparently, there's a woman that is near your work who you are like, man, she's actually really kind of hot. And you didn't back away from that. As the conversation went on, you kept like in the background just going, "No, man, you guys, she's actually hot." Like, so you really believe this girl will be hot. Did you get a picture of her?
I looked, man. That's what I'm saying. I went to the corner of 67 and Wheatland, where she's always at. And she wasn't there. I went every day. I went out of my way to this gas station to try to find her. Yeah. No stroller, no dog, no her, man.
Wait a second.
Someone picked her up.
I'm telling you, because look, it's your theory. She was hot enough to where she got picked up by somebody else.
Probably. Yeah.
It has to be. It has to be, man.
No. The stroller thing is a bit disturbing, though. Like, is there a child in it, or is it just like it's just everything she owns?
No, it's for her dog. She pushes her dog in the stroller.
Oh, and suddenly it's adorable. Suddenly it seems very nice.
What kind of dog?
It's it looks like a pit bull, actually, like a black pit bull. He's friendly. No, he's friendly, man. It's
okay.
Sure.
I've talked to her before. She's not bad.
It's always a pit bull, isn't it? It's always homeless people always have pit bulls.
It's true.
Never see a homeless dude with a collie.
or chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
You don't. It's just not a thing.
Yeah.
For my part, I had a situation that almost ended in a picture, although I have nothing to share for you because this was what happened to me. I was coming down. Remember last week when it was raining really bad? We had thunderstorms in the early. It was terrible outside, and I'm coming down Oak Lawn Avenue. I'm approaching 35, if you're familiar with this area, and I see somebody who seems to have a cape. Like it's like a kind of a cape, and they are swirling in a circle like a dervish with their cape right there in the intersection, right? Mm-hmm. Now, all I see are the booty shorts, and I'm like, yes, please. I mean, seriously, it looked good. Booty shorts and a sports bra and a cape thing. Like, it turns out it was a rain poncho, but you know,
all right.
I was being romantic. It was a cape. So she's spinning around, and I'm like, oh, whoa, okay, that could be a contestant because of the really nice ass. And as I picked out my phone, she turned around, turned out it was a dude. So,
man.
Yeah, it was a dude with a nice ass.
And a sweet poncho.
Sweet poncho, sports bra, hot pants, nice ass. Turned out to be full dude. All right, so that's it. We're still out here looking, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
we're still out. We're still out on the hunt.
Yep.
Right, very good.
On the prowl.
You guys want to do a fight breakdown?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Call this Shock House Dallas Fight Club, a video breakdown. We started it last week. We did a video breakdown of a couple of golfers in Canada. What was the situation?
That's just funny to say. Golfers in Canada.
Well,
Yeah.
well, but somebody got their clock cleaned, right? Like one
Yeah.
of these, like really.
Yeah, the shit talker. The shit talker. Yeah.
All right, this one comes to us. I believe it's from Arizona. This is you guys ever been to Arizona?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Man, it's just a special kind of desert trash in Arizona. It
Oh,
really
no.
is. Oh, because you see, Arizona doesn't really have, like, when you think of like desert trash, you think of like, the panhandle of Texas or
Yeah. Yeah.
Death Valley, Central California, that kind of thing. So, but Arizona's weird in that it seems like it's one gigantic suburb. Like everything is like got a Chili's like right down the block, like it's not urban, but it's not rural, it's got but they've got a really special kind of trash, desert trash in those areas. And this is a car show, I believe, somewhere in Arizona. So, like a coffee and cars kind of thing. Everybody brings out their tricked out cars and it's a whole bunch of gear guys. All right, I've been to a few of them. I've hosted a few of them. Okay, so that's the setting. Now at this place, and by the way, it's a nighttime one. This is evening, so it's dark. Now at this place, out of nowhere, shows up this dude who is standing in the parking lot. He does that move, the crazy guy want to fight move, takes off his shirt. Throws his shirt down, and I'm gonna let you guys watch it. We're gonna watch this play out, and I am just shocked. I am just absolutely stunned at how this whole video ends. I mean, I've just never in my life seen. And here's the other thing too that I love about it. And I don't. By the way, can you tell I'm taking time trying to fucking find this thing? I can't find the video now.
So you're describing it really well. So
yeah.
I feel like I've already seen it.
All right, here we go. All right, so it kind of speaks to that conversation we had last week. Could one guy take 100 gorillas? Right. Well, this is like, can 100 guys take one crazy asshole? Because it's the same kind of scenario. All right, let's watch this. Guy walks into a car meet. All right, here's how it's titled. Let me take a break here. Calm down. Here's how it's titled. Guy walks into a car meet demanding to fight over 200 people at once.
No, man.
Is Dominic Toretto?
Oh, it's crazy. This is insane. All right, let's watch this. Here we go. It's a Fight Club, a weekly thing we do here on Shock House Dallas.
Away. Come on, Warriors.
God.
No.
That's right. LA, bitch. My turn. Take your little go-karts.
Now, I know he's saying he keeps shouting LA, but it's supposed to be Arizona. So I don't,
Go home. Look, when they put up like this, you kick them in the fucking face like this. Woo!
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh,
So
hard ass.
he just kicked the car
Yeah.
and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Nope.
Sorry. That was me. I'm getting out of the car.
At a car show. At
Yeah.
a car show where these guys are all about their cars. Hey, man, don't touch that. All of that shit. This dude just, kicked the car, and nobody – look at all these people standing around.
They don't want none of this.
All right, watch this. It goes on. This is crazy.
I'm waiting for the first one to step up.
Oh, we dropped the
I'm 4
shirt.
years old and I'll fuck you fools up. Who's next, baby? Oh, yeah. Woo! Where's the TikTok, bitch? Whip the phone out, ho.
No.
All right, so now
A few people coming. There you go. All right.
Yeah.
now he's got their attention. He's just
Uh-huh.
walking on the other guy. This guy wants to fight, and he is challenging anybody there who thinks they can step up and stop him from running his mouth to do so. Let's see if anybody does.
Nobody.
Oh, now he's ready.
Baby, let's get it. Guess what? Guess what's gonna happen tomorrow morning?
Bro, you're outnumbered,
You're gonna hear
bro.
beats outside your house. That's gonna be me, bitch. That's gonna be me. You're the elder here? Yeah, I'm missing my bag across the street. Who took my bag, bitches? bitch. I smell bitch. What you putting your pants up for? Huh? Come on, Dad. I'm a dad too, bitch.
I ain't seen my kid in 3 years.
Yeah, come on. I like how the guy in the crowd says, "You're outnumbered, man," but
And
they
then
don't
they
do
do
nothing.
They do nothing. And we're gonna overhear some conversations about people in the crowd going, why ain't any of us just jumping him? Like he's starting, and I'm watching it going, yeah, what
Yeah.
the hell?
What's really going on?
Self-aware.
Here we go.
I'm a dad too, and I will kick shut the fuck up, bitch. Hey, put your little pervert stash back the fuck up, bitch. I see your dad, bitch. What's that? What's that, hoe? What's that, hoe? Shut your fucking mouth, punk. Oh, man. You ain't shit.
All right, Dad.
There you go. There you go.
Here comes George Pickens. He
Yeah.
can't control it. He's been triggered too hard. He put up with it for just long enough.
Enough.
George Pickens.
And it's this kid's dad. This kid's like, no, Dad. Dad's,
Oh, Dad, stay back, Dad.
Dad's the one running his mouth. All right.
Oh, man, I smell bitch. I smell bitch. What you putting your pants up for? Huh? Come on, Dad. I'm a dad too, bitch. I'm a dad too. And I will kick shut the fuck up, bitch. Hey, put your little pervert stash back the fuck up, bitch. I see your dad, bitch. What's that? What's that, hoe? What's that, hoe? Shut your fucking mouth, punk. Oh, man. You ain't shit. Oh, man. You ain't shit, buddy.
No, Dad, no.
You ain't shit. Start fucking these fools up.
Uh-oh, wait a minute.
I love it, baby. I'm ready for it. Let's get to it. No drugs, no nothing. Just sheer willpower, bitch. What's up? You got it? You got it?
All right, so
Oh,
let's give a
all right.
little respect to this guy.
Yeah.
Is that enough? He's going to
He's had
stand
enough.
there.
Yeah.
Not
I don't
gonna
like
swing.
his chances, though.
Ain't nobody swinging for you, and that shirt is terrible.
Yeah.
What's going on with that
He's already lost.
He's already lost.
stupid outfit? All right.
You got it? Got it, bitch?
Oh, no, not the karate scheme.
You got it, bitch? Huh? Oh, let me fucking what, bitch?
So you're telling me at this entire car show, there isn't like a crew of 5 guys who train MMA at the local gym who are just been waiting for a moment
Yeah.
like this?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. All that
No.
alpha male there, and like nobody wants to step up.
Notice how that car that he stepped on is completely gone now.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
like,
they
I'm
went
not
home.
involved with this shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a sweet roundhouse.
He does.
Yeah.
Look,
Bad
let's-
leg kick.
Let's be honest. He's got some technique there. Seems to have a smooth kick. He seems to know a little bit about, and look, the dude's yoked. This guy is.
Yeah, he is.
This guy looks like he could probably kick a little ass,
Right.
but not so much that he could stand down 200 people.
Right.
Whatever
exactly.
this is.
Guess what? I put you on the floor.
Hey, let me jump in that fool. Come here, come here, come here. We're gonna jump in.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, those guys say, hey, come here. We're going to jump that fool.
Yeah, probably.
hear?
Yeah, well,
Is that what I hear?
Hey, let me jump in that fool. Come here, come here, come here.
yeah.
We're gonna jump in.
There you
Yeah.
go. Jump
Yeah.
that fool. Here you
Yeah,
go.
talk about it. Yeah.
Put you on the floor.
Hey, let me jump in that fool. Come here, come here, come here. We're gonna jump in. As soon as he goes,
Oh man.
I tried to fast forward and it seemed like he erupted a little. Okay.
Yeah.
Bitch. I'm waiting for you, bitch. Come on. Aztec warrior, bitch.
Aztec.
Little checker shit. What's that, bitch?
Look at this fucking emo dude.
Yeah. Come on, man.
What, he come from a My Chemical Romance concert?
Right? Yeah, Panic at the Disco boy. Here's the thing though. He's standing there for a reason. So,
Yeah.
so I bet you this dude, I bet
He
you
can
this
fight.
yeah, I bet he can fight. I bet
Yeah.
he's got some martial arts training or something, and he's like, okay, but he's being disciplined. He is not throwing the first punch. He is just standing there, allowing him to assault him, and then he's going to respond. It's kind of dignified, but
As we saw in the previous video with the golfers, that guy was just standing there just like this guy. and then the trash talker got knocked the hell out.
Yeah, and that's what we hope for, right? That's
we're
kind of,
hoping.
when you watch these videos, that's the karma that we want to see.
Absolutely.
Wheel top dog, bitches. Get it on TikTok. I'm waiting for your move, bitch. Hey, guys. Hey, throw down your bag and go
Oh, God damn, man.
Aztec Warrior.
Oh, man. That was Aztec Warrior.
And
That
when
was
you guys,
sick.
when you guys were growing up, and I always kind of felt that maybe this was a thing that occurred at every school. Like, did you guys have like some dork in your grade who was like Karate Man? And he was always like in the backyard.
Yes.
He had no regular
Yes.
friends, but you see him in his backyard, like doing kicks and stuff.
Yes. We always had that guy. They were in special ed.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't, but it's not even. But it's also like they, because of this, even though they were sort of a fringe kid as far as like, you know, the social set of whatever your junior high was. Because of all of this, there was this weird specter that, like, you know, maybe he could kick ass. Like, so
Right.
people didn't
Yeah.
fuck with him. He was the
Right.
weird kid who did karate. Who, you
Yeah.
know, we were never quite sure if he could do it or not. That might be this guy.
Yeah.
I got 50 bucks.
Bro, this dude's gonna get his ass kicked, man.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on, bitch.
He dropped his phone, his
Yeah.
wallet. And
Fail.
by the way, there is a payoff to this, so don't worry.
I hope so.
I'm not
I hope so. I mean, even that was impressive because God knows I can't even do a damn cartwheel like that.
Well, I'll put it to you. I don't want to foreshadow the payoff, but this man himself does not use a car for transportation.
Oh,
So
Mhm.
just put that in your head.
okay.
Come on. I see the bitch in you, bitch. You got people? Oh, I'm gonna fuck them up and then I'm gonna fuck you up. Oh, I love it. What's up, Raza? Where you at, Raza? Oh, I don't see no Raza. Oh, right.
All right.
Come on, bitch. Look at
He's strutting like he's in a Hong Kong movie.
Yeah, it's like Bruce Lee shit, you know?
Yeah, it's just that nobody is
Right.
doing anything.
No.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Now, this is one of my favorite parts. So,
Okay.
someone in the crowd has one of those remote controlling RC cars.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they start like attacking the dude with the RC car. Like,
Oh, my God.
Is he roundhouse kicking, I hope?
he starts to get irritated by it. He doesn't like. I think this might be it right here. See this?
Oh, okay.
It
Okay.
might-
I
it
see
might
it.
be. Let's see.
Okay.
No, it's not. But wait, you'll see it. It'll come running in the frame.
Okay. Okay.
There it is.
There it is. Whoa. That's too much, bro. No.
Hey, let me get my RC car first. Hang on.
Yeah, man.
They're just fucking with. All right, so I think this guy here showing up on the scene, I think that
Yeah.
he might be one of the organizers of the event who just
Okay.
doesn't want this shit to go down.
Right.
Oh, you put him with the fake kick, man. That was a preemptive kick, bro. Like,
Oh.
back him up with a pump fake.
But do you see the car still,
Yeah.
rolling
Car
around?
is still in the background.
The car is still chasing him around. There it comes.
Let me tell you something, youth.
Oh, well, oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
go.
Let me tell you
Listen up.
something, youth. Here we
Listen
go.
up. This is gonna
Words
be
of
important.
wisdom.
His Edward James Olmos movie moment. Where he's gonna talk to the kids about how to conduct yourself in civilized society.
Say, you all passed.
Yeah.
Everybody stay composed. This is gonna be good.
Oh, this kid's back. This is the.
Oh, he's
okay,
not
this-
done. Yeah, this
not
kid
done.
wants some.
He's still standing.
Initiate. I'm gonna take you to hell, baby.
The car is
There's the car.
the car is still rolling around in the middle of it.
God.
So let me show you something back here. You see this?
Oh no!
Oh,
Is that his
man,
transportation?
Oh my god.
He's a bike rider.
That's why he was there causing shit. He saw all these cars. He's like, man, what the fuck, Holmes? Man, I want a fucking car.
He's a grown up who rides a bike in long pants. You ever see
That might be your yoke homeless guy that you were talking about earlier. Is that him?
He probably got a couple DUIs, man.
Dude, whenever I see a man above 35 riding at 10 speed in blue jeans, I'm like, that dude doesn't have a license anymore.
No,
Yeah.
Not a choice.
no.
They're always like shirtless with blue jeans,
Yeah.
riding like a 1979 Schwinn. You know, it's not even like a mountain bike or anything. It's like, what the fuck? All right, let's keep watching.
Bro, what if we all just rush this guy right now?
Yes.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. I mean, the video's been going for 10 minutes and you guys are just now, hey, I got a great idea. There's a lot of us. There's only one of this guy.
How is this? This is a very soft group of guys to allow them, or, and look, this could be it too. These are also maybe really good people. Like these are people who are like, we don't need to get a assault charge. We don't need to be involved in this. Let's just entertain this weirdo. But it just feels, God, it feels like you just want to punch this guy, don't you? You want to shut him up.
He's asking for it with the
He's
fake
asking for
pump leg kicks, man. Like he needs to get his ass kicked.
And by the way, that polo that he's wearing, he's got a blue polo. When he puts it on, it's like he's obviously coming from some menial job. He rides his bike too.
Yeah. Best Buy or
He's all angry at the world. It is. It's like a blue Best Buy
yeah.
polo, and he's wearing khakis and riding his bike, and he's just angry at the world.
Yeah.
This guy's done for.
I'm looking for my bag. My bag was calling from a
There goes the car again.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, welcome back.
He swings. It's like 1,000 of them.
Oh, just took his ankle out.
Running into his foot.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's it. There you go. That's hold on.
Yeah.
Do not for a moment think I would leave you like that, because
Yeah.
there is
the
actually
cliffhanger.
there is a part 2,
Oh
and
my god.
this is where the payoff comes. This is where everything is all right. All right, here we go. All right, let me share it with you.
God, let him trip over the race car.
He's gonna hop on his puffy and get out
in
of
the
it.
street. Hey, I like your vision. You drove it that way, so that way you can focus on energy.
All right, so here's what's happening now. He's no longer trying to fight. He has sort of won the will of the crowd over, and he is having like he's talking to the youth and giving them advice. I don't know what the hell is going on. Although he's gonna get ready to leave. And I'm just gonna go, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you. He's gonna get ready to leave. He's gonna put his jacket on or his little shirt. And then he finds out somebody stole his bike.
Oh no.
All right, let's watch that play out. Because
let's watch it.
It is so satisfying after watching the way this asshole has behaved.
They sent the right one, baby. They sent the right one. You're trying to calm it down. See that instinct? See that one? And his body moves in all directions. It moves in all directions, bitch.
All right, he's still doing this nonsense for a while. Let's see if we can find where his bike
the
goes.
Mexican Steven Seagal.
I'm telling you, man.
How he's showing respect.
Yeah, man. I mean nothing by it, man.
I mean nothing by it.
Where's my motherfucking Huffy at?
This is the uniform, right? I mean, the flat-brimmed hat.
Oh, yeah.
60-year-old man, a flat-brimmed hat, black hoodie, black pants. These gear queers, man. They got a uniform.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Hold on. Let me say something.
All right.
Hold on. Let me say something.
Okay, that was funny. Did you hear that guy?
Yeah.
Hey, it's 100 men versus a gorilla.
Didn't hear that.
Here, listen.
Hey, but hold on. Let me say something.
Oh my god.
That's a good line.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
Good.
Where was that guy 10 minutes ago? That line
Yeah, right.
should have been fired right out in the beginning.
Sorry, I was getting my coffee.
All right, we got to get to the point where he realizes his bike's been stolen
Oh,
because that's the payoff.
The Groove's gonna win.
Hey, where is this? So I can get that kick real quick.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's the other element. Dynamics.
Dynamic.
Look at this guy. It's just,
Look at this.
Thank you. I got you. I'm gonna revisit.
Hey, Joey, you're getting.
all right, so right now the organizers of the event are saying, come on, man, we're just trying to have an event here. We don't want any kind of trouble. And he seems to be reasonable.
Calming down. Yep.
Sort of, you know.
Real close to him, bro.
I'm sorry? You next? Huh? What's that? Oh, you got feminine spirit. I got a feminine spirit. Oh, you got a feminine spirit.
Oh, yeah, the feminist spirit. Oh, God.
Good, bro.
All right.
Hey, get his fucking bike.
Okay, here we go. All right. Get his All right, so now he's leaving. He's going to find out that his bike is missing.
Hands up for you, bitch. Hey, back the fuck up. That's fine. It's good.
Hey, they took your bike.
Took his bike.
Hey, they took your bike.
They hit it. Now he can't find his bike.
Oh, now he's livid. He's got to be livid.
You can't go that hard. You can't go that hard in front of that many people and then
With
be
a
that
huffy bike.
vulnerable. Yeah, be like, oh, where's my bike, man? Seriously, my mom got it for me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
my
get
mom's
man.
gonna be pissed, man.
I'm gonna fight you guys again. All right.
The remote control car guy had to do something with
Yeah.
his bike missing.
I just hope somebody picked up his bike and just threw it in the back of a pickup. And so you can't really see it if you're scanning for it. You know, it's like hidden in the back of a pickup somewhere.
Say, Holmes, it's at the basement at the Alamo. Yeah.
Oh, fucking good, bro.
LA.
Oh, listen to this guy, Helen. They're desperately now trying to find the bike because the organizers of the event would like him to find his bike so that he can
So he
fucking leave.
Yeah, so he could fucking leave.
But he's not.
Take his bike. They took his fucking bike. No, fucking good, bro.
Hey, get his fucking bike. I'm not playing games. Get his
Oh, he's hot now, man. Oh, he's pissed.
Get his bike.
I'm not playing games. Get his bike.
I fucking roundhouse everybody here.
All right, that's all. That was wonderful. That was one guy talking shit to 200 guys. Thought he won, feeling pretty good. Then they stole his bike. He had to walk home.
That's straight Steven Seagal. Right there.
That is the absolute
Feel
best.
bad for him.
All right, fellas. You got anything else before we wrap up here this edition of Shock House Dallas?
Stars Jets game 1 tonight.
Yeah.
Stars Jets game 1 tonight. Let's take it Stars.
How exciting. Let's go. We're going to be up late.
George
Yes.
Pickens, 1,000 yards this season.
Uh-oh.
Okay. All right. Look at you, Mr. Optimistic. All right. Very
Someone's
good.
got to be.
Let me leave you guys with this. I want to tell you about something, and we'll watch this really quick. I think I'm going to do this at the end of every show. I'm going to give you something cool, something shock housey that you guys can watch that you can enjoy. We all have Netflix, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, posted on Netflix as of May 6th. Are you guys fans of the Untold series?
Yes.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah. Hell yeah.
So Untold it's Netflix's rip on ESPN's 30 for 30.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same.
It is. It
It's
is.
and it's just as good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just as good. It's a sports documentary. So the new one that they posted is called Shooting Guards. Have you seen this yet?
Gilbert Arenas.
Do you remember the Gilbert Arenas and Javaris Crittenden situation from about 15 years ago now? CC, you remember this?
If we're talking about the
Guns in the
Detroit
locker
game?
room.
Oh, guns in the locker room.
Guns in the locker room. There was a gunfight. Two players, Gilbert Arenas and Javaris Crittenden, pulled guns on each other in the Washington, not the Bullets anymore.
Yeah.
The Washington Wizards locker room. And it was a huge story. They were both suspended for the remainder of the season. Crittenden would never play again. And his story, what happened there was really awful, and it's detailed in this. Gilbert Arenas would, basically play out the rest of his career, and Agent Zero is Agent Zero, right? So he's kind of a star in the history of the NBA. But let me tell you something, man. This thing, the details of how this whole thing came down, like how is Gilbert Arenas and a superstar pulling a gun in the locker room and aiming it at a so here's what you'll see in this. And I think this is interesting because locker rooms in the major sports are filled with this kind of dynamic. You have Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas was he's from the Valley in Southern California. His dad worked in the movie business as a bodyguard for like Michael Jackson and all this. Gilbert Arenas grew up middle-class, suburban, comfortable. Okay. And Gilbert Arenas dominated on a basketball team where he was the only black kid. Like, it was all, and he was good. Okay. That's who Gilbert Arenas is. That's where he comes from. Valley girls and going to the beach and surfing and all of that. There are a lot of people in professional sports who come from that, the privileged class. A lot of times it's kids whose dads got them special coaching, and they went to all of the elite games, and their parents drove them around the country for a softball tournament or what, you know what I mean? Hockey tournaments, whatever. That's the different class of kid who is in the NBA, or that's one class. The other class is Javaris Crittenden, raised in a project. When he was drafted by the LA Lakers, the first thing he did was join the Crips. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you got to have backup, man.
That's what this is. This is the story of how two teammates, and the league is filled with situations like this. The privileged athlete who's had the top coaching and all of that their whole life, and that's why they're there, versus the 4-1 gangbanger from, the Marcy Projects, right? Right. And these groups of people have to get along. And this is about Gilbert Arenas being a superstar in that locker room and strutting around like a superstar. And Gilbert Arenas also thought he was a funny guy. And because he was a superstar, he could fuck with people and cross lines because there was never any kind of repercussion from the team because he was a superstar. And you just got to learn how to get along with Gil. That was the whole thing. Gil fucked with the wrong fucking dude. And that's exactly what happened. And you can see this whole story play out. And it is fascinating. Untold Netflix shooting guards. It's really interesting. Gilbert Arenas is an asshole. He is the worst kind of superstar who thinks he's a nice, funny guy who is really just pushing the fucking boundaries of how there's video. They show all of this video, homemade video of players from the locker room from back then. And there was a video of Gilbert Arenas filming one of his teammates, some dude, I didn't even recognize him. But Gilbert Arenas is going, look at his ugly end. Look at him. Man, I'm serious. You are one. How do you go through life looking like that? I mean, people don't like you. They're afraid of you. This is what Gilbert Arenas is saying to this dude. And you know what? This dude was very ugly. No, it was. Yeah. And this dude is looking at Gilbert Arenas, this 10th man on the bench or whatever. This guy is just looking at Gilbert Arenas and he looks so sad. And Gilbert is just torturing and being fucking mean because he can get away with it. And he did that to the wrong guy. Javaris Crittenden does not play. Untold. It's very good. I highly recommend it.
I will definitely give that a shot. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Buck around and find out, man.
Yep. That ain't no lie.
Yeah. I mean, but these kinds of dynamics occur in sports locker rooms all over. You've got the Johnny Manziel, and then you've got trying to think of a Ray Rice.
Oh, God.
And these people don't interact the same way. Like a privileged, suburban, entitled kid, when he runs his mouth, he doesn't expect his teammate to fucking break his nose. But then there are people out there who you don't fucking talk shit to because you don't know them and you don't know where they come from or what their background is. How crazy is it that he was drafted, Javaris Crittenden, drafted by the Lakers, and like the first thing he did was join the Crips?
That's fucking wild.
That is wild.
That is wild.
And Gilbert Arenas from the Valley is gonna fuck with this dude. And yeah. All right.
Oh.
All right, boys. It was fun. We got anything else we want to get to? I think we're done, right?
Yeah, I got That's for the show.
You already got
What?
stuff for next week?
Yeah. I want to put this out there, and Check can join in too. If they want.
All right.
Biggest what ifs in sports. The biggest what ifs in sports.
Well, what do you mean? Like,
For example, I mean, I'll just throw one out right now.
Okay.
What if Len Bias didn't die? What if he didn't have that cocaine overdose the day after he was drafted by the Celtics?
What if Dez caught it?
That's another one.
What if Bo Jackson
Didn't dislocate his hip.
I'll just leave it there. Yeah. What if Bo
Yeah.
Jackson didn't get his leg pulled out of its hip socket
Yeah.
while running down the sidelines in that playoff
There's
game
a-
back then?
yeah.
I mean, are we talking about a Hall of Famer in football and baseball?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. So there you go. We'll do that next week.
Yeah.
What ifs in sports? We good? We done?
I'm good.
Good.
All right. Say bye-bye.
I love it.
Keep waving bye-bye.
There
they go.
Ready for the night. CC and Keith from the Spurs Bros crew, taking shots with our beers. Got a wild view. Sits on the label, smashing the goal.